Hi guys, happy Wednesday. I actually read something the other day that said the most annoying thing that someone can do on social media is say happy whatever day it is. So I guess I'm going to try to break myself of that habit. All right, I'm just going to put this in my group and we'll be good to go. Okay. So did everyone recover from the debate last night? I know that I personally have not, but it's all good. All right, so we're doing a 100% powder routine today. I did this yesterday or the day before when I had to get ready really quickly to head out the door, and I really loved the way that it came out, so I wanted to kind of show you that. I also wanted to talk about today's the last day to save extra on everything this month, so if you were waiting to put your order in and you wanted to do that, just shoot me over a message. I'm feeling kind of like boyish in this button-down shirt with like not too much going on. So I think we're gonna have to do a really gorgeous kind of feminine what have you today, just to spice up my life. Spice girl my life up. We're gonna go level 100, I think. Let's do cherry blossom. Let's do something flirty on the lip. So hi, say hi when you guys hop on. Let me know how you are. Do I want to do, that might be a lot. Might be a lot for me. I don't know. We can always change it as we go. All right, that's what I'm thinking. All right, let's get started on the foundation first. So the first thing, even though we're doing powder, I'm going to go in with primer. This is no matter what you're doing, CC cream, liquid, powder, foundation, you want to go in with a little bit of the Arbonne Primer. This is going to get your pores all ready and prepped so that when your makeup goes on top of it, it just glides right over and it doesn't settle in your pores. It also makes your makeup stay on that much longer. And I put it everywhere, even over my eyelids. But we need to give seriously, the skincare, the Age Well is so good. Hi, Nicole. I am so pleased with it. I'm a little over a week in, and I have been absolutely loving the changes that I'm seeing. Normally, my skin gets really kind of ratchet this time of year with the change in weather and the change in humidity all the time. My allergies kind of irritate things, but I haven't had any of that, so we're good to go. All right, my nose is itchy though. All right, let's do powder. So I have with me pressed powders today. I'm going to use the shade medium for my foundation. I'm going to use the shade deep for my contour and the shade fair. Hi, Nicole. I'm going to use fair for my under eyes and just kind of show you. So this time of year, my skin gets oily and it's a lot because of the humidity changes and my skin trying to adjust to it getting drier out. Hi, Vanessa. So I love powder when you're trying to combat oil. If you have dry skin, you can still use powder. You're just going to want to make sure that you do a really good moisturizer, like the Age Well bundle has literally the most luxurious daytime and evening moisturizer in it. Plus the under eye cream with caffeine and bakuchiol is, I can't even tell you, it has collagen peptides in it. It's going to make your eyes appear more awake. That kind of like swells the area around there so that it's intensively moisturized and it just looks fuller and more plump. Hi, Vanessa, how are you? Hi, Deb. All right, so the first things first, we're gonna go in, we have primer, so I guess this is technically the second thing. And I'm gonna grab a powder brush and I'm gonna go in with the shade medium for my pressed powder foundation. And I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of stipple that on. You can kind of do really whatever you want, but I'm not gonna go up to my eye because that's where we're gonna put the other foundation powder in the shade fair. And you don't want to pack, just because this is powder does not mean that you still want to pack all kinds of stuff on your under eye. You still want to be gentle and make sure you're only putting on your under eye what you actually need. So I kind of avoid that area. But this powder is super silky. It feels amazing going on. It's also a really great way if you use CC cream to bump up the coverage and set your CC cream, sort of like a finishing powder. And again, I'm using the shade medium. If you need to get color matched, all you have to do is shoot me over a message or comment in the on this video and I can shoot you a message. All right. The coverage on this is so good. I'm just going to do my eyelids really quickly because my eyes tend to be red this time of year because of allergies. Hi, Melissa. All right, we're going to go in and do our brows next. I'm going in with our medium brow pencil and our medium dark brow gel. I've been liking a little bit of a deeper brow. My hair is a little bit darker now. We did a smudge root. We added a low light to it. I look a little bit like Uncle Fester right now with the red eyes, but it's fine. We'll get there. So I'm obsessed with the pencil and the brow cream combo. It just gives you a really natural looking brow and they don't look too sort of filled in. So I'm going to start on the bottom inside corner, draw a line from front to back. On the top, I start just a little bit further back. And I'm kind of trying to flatten out my brows a little bit so they don't have quite as high of an arch. I had over tweezed my eyebrows in middle school, like within an inch of their lives. So my brows have this arch. Like I literally do not grow brow hair right here anymore. It just is what it is. They gave up trying. I was that persistent. So we're kind of flattening them out. I'm obsessed with watching you do your makeup. I'm Melissa. I will take it. I find these types of videos incredibly entertaining and relaxing. Not speaking about mine personally, but just like if I have to zone out or zen out or I'm super stressed out, it makes me so instantly mellow if I watch a makeup tutorial. I don't know why. Or a hair tutorial. I could watch people cut hair all day long. Hi, Kate. On some days I just do my brows and nothing else, and people keep saying my makeup looks great. Brows make the biggest difference on your face. My girlfriend Chelsea just got her brows microbladed, and they came out so amazing. She just had her touch-up done the other day, and she's super light blonde, very fair, and her eyebrows are also super fair because it's just her complexion. So she had her brows done and I can't believe the difference. It's like she looks so much more, I don't know what it is. Like she's always been beautiful, but this it enhanced her features so nicely. And a lot of credit I give to the brow artist who did that, Caitlin Bray. If you're from the Albany, upstate New York, Capital District area, Caitlin Bray with Strut did her brows and they came out amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. Hi, Sen, how are you? Makes you feel, absolutely. Full brows are definitely a trait of young, like youth. And if you ever look at little kids, they have the fullest, amazing brows ever. I use the little spoolie when I'm done just to brush everybody up. And I filled my brows in quite a bit today, just a little bit fuller, a little bit darker and less of an arch, more flat. You'll laugh. I've been getting a ton of comments on TikTok where people are like, all I can see are your eyebrows. They're so arched. So we're going to try out a different shape and see if that silences the masses. All right, so brow gel. This gives you, again, like a microbladed look. It's sort of a mascara for your eyebrows, and I'm using the shade medium dark as my nose runs uncontrollably because I just washed my face. Is anyone else, we call it H2O intolerant at my house because whenever I wash my face or get out of the shower, I always sneeze for like the next hour and get super stuffy. And you're full of shit. I mean, everyone deserves an opinion, I suppose. You don't need to be rude about it. Like, it just is what it is. They should just be glad that they're my eyebrows and not their eyebrows. But either way, I find it kind of comical I've even stopped. At first I started deleting the comments just because I thought they were really rude and, you know, they didn't have any bearing. It wasn't even a makeup video that people were commenting on. It was about the food that I get at Aldi. I've also been told I can't say Aldi anymore. It's Aldi. No, it's Aldi. It's not Aldi. So anyway, it was about the food that I buy at Aldi. No, Aldi. The food that I buy at Aldi for Chase to avoid red dyes and things like that for his ADHD. There was literally like 900 comments and 888 of them were all like super wonderful and thank you so much for posting this. I had no idea. I'm going to go there and go shopping for my kids. And then there was like, you know, 10 or 12 of them where the people are like, all I can look at are your eyebrows. I draw my lip liner like straight across for the appearance of youth. Absolutely, especially across the top. It makes such a huge difference. And I learned that on TikTok too, Sen. Okay, so let's do some bronzer. So I'm going to use, this isn't a bronzer, though you could use it, a regular bronzer. I'm using a pressed powder foundation in the shade Deep. And we're going to put contour on. And I'm going to use an angled brush to do that. This is my new thing, is putting my contour powder on my cheekbone as opposed to underneath it. And I've been really liking the way that that kind of lifts my face. So I'm using an angled sort of blusher brush. And I just go right on that brow, or I'm sorry, on that cheekbone and blend up at an angle towards my hairline. And you can go as hard or as soft as you want with your contour. Keep in mind, we're still gonna do our highlight afterwards. So if you kind of have to tailor it back just a pinch, you absolutely can. I've gotta try this. Absolutely, Vanessa. For anyone who is already an Arbonne preferred customer, just so you know, today is the last day where every order of $120 gets a free, sorry, phone call, ignored it. Hopefully it was nothing important. This is the time of the day where all the telemarketers call me for some reason. Right, forehead. Just kind of blend in, but just keep in mind, like if you go a little bit aggressive on your bronzer and you need to tailor it back a little bit, I'm getting so irritated pulling this shirt down, and you need to tailor it back a little bit, don't panic, don't freak out. We still have our fair powder that we're going to go in with and sculpt out our face with the highlight. I like to do that last because I want to do my eyeshadow, and if there's any fallout for any reason, this just kind of cleans it up, this last step there. All right, so jawline. I have no forehead, so I just do I contour it? Yes, you should. Even if you have a very small contour or forehead, just do right around the hairline and the sides. You don't have to do this part, but just do right around your hairline and the sides. It's just to kind of sculpt your face in, and you don't have to go aggressive on it. Everyone's forehead is different, and just like everyone's face shape is different. So just do a little bit just to add some warmth so it doesn't look like you forgot about that section of your face. The only time I tell people that they should totally just forget about their forehead is if they have a really heavy bang and you don't see their forehead whatsoever. I just pinch my brush a little bit to do my nose contour. You could always go and get a smaller brush to do it with. I just am lazy, I guess. I generally don't do that. I have to get a tissue for my nose. This is killing me. I refuse to wipe it with my hand like a child. Hold, please. Okay, and by tissue, I did mean toilet paper. Because I've stopped buying tissues since none have been in the store in like, 7 months. Okay. we're good with bronzer for right now. You can always go back in and grab more if you want to at any point. That's the great thing about using a purely powder routine like we're doing. You can always go back in and edit it a little bit, which you can't do when you're doing like a cream contour, because once you set it, it's there. I'm going to go in with our Cherry Blossom collection today. I kind of like to mix like warm burgundies with green. That was kind of my thought. This is on super sale, so if you're still interested in the Cherry Blossom collection, you can grab it. I'm going to go in with the shade Blossom, this sort of neutral mauvey pink. And I'm going to put this just all over my lid. And tomorrow we launch the holiday collections. So I have absolutely no idea what's in it. I will know at 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow when everyone else does. The higher ups in Arbonne all have sampled it already, and they're telling us it's amazing. But last year, these were the two holiday palettes. This was Comet highlighter for eyeshadows and the most gorgeous dual lipstick gloss combo. And then this was the Lunar palette. Again, highlight for eyeshadows and a really beautiful lip gloss lipstick duo. So I'm very excited to see what they launched this year. All right, let's go in with the shade Branch, sort of this warm brown, burgundy brown, and I'm just gonna pop that right in the crease. Just the crease, and blend it out. Da, da, da. I love these shades for fall too. All right, I'm going to just take a big fluffy brush with nothing on it and blend out the edge, just because I hate when it looks like your makeup has nowhere to go. And we're going to do a liquid eyeliner in the shade Arbor. Hi, Tara. We're going to do a liquid eyeliner. So this is like a brownish, brown black. These are really easy to use. And I'm not one of those incredibly talented people who can put liquid liner or any liner on for that matter without holding the edge of their eye. I don't know how people do that, but it amazes me. I really want to try those magnetic eyelashes too, that you put the magnetic eyeliner on your eye. Uh-oh. Everything okay? What? What? Did you cut that all by yourself?
Yep.
Wow.
I only have a little more time, but I can do go left.
Okay. Great job.
Thank you.
He's doing his school with Daddy today. He's so freaking cute. They're working on their scissor skills. Anyway, I want to try those magnetic lashes that you put the magnetic eyeliner on. And they just like stick right to you. Oh my God, Mina. So if anyone has a favorite brand of that, let me know. We're gonna wing this out a little bit because that's what liquid eyeliner is for. Okay. So then we're gonna go in with 2 coats of Speaks Volume Mascara. The best mascara ever. This is hypoallergenic. It's not going to make your eyes itchy or red or tear or any of those things that is super annoying when you wear mascara. And I thought were just common, but it turns out it's just chemicals getting into your very delicate eyes and wreaking havoc. And nobody needs that negativity in their life. Okay, make sure you just grab those little lashes on the inside corner. It's really going to make a huge difference, believe it or not. I tried that and I thought my eyes were going to tear for days. Oh, with the magnetic, I can't wear the strip lashes with the lash glue. I'm allergic to this chemical that I can't even say. It starts with an M, and it's in basically every personal care product that's manufactured in the US. Unless it abides by European standards, I really can't use it. And so lash glue, unfortunately, all has this stuff in it, and it makes my eyes swell and get really itchy, and then I get eczema all over my face. Yep, the magnetic. Well, that's a bummer. I do have I have the magnetic lashes where there's a top and a bottom lash that stick together so that you don't have to use the magnetic liner or glue. But I have a hard time getting them. I don't know if I have like abnormal eyes or something, but they don't follow the shape of my eye. They like sit straight, and then it just looks weird on the edge of it because it doesn't have that bend like your eyelid does. So I don't really wear them ever. I'm jealous of people who got them. And that's another reason that I've never gotten lash extensions is I know I would have an allergic reaction to the glue. I have those but can't get them to work. I agree. Those are really difficult to get to work. I've tried those too and they didn't seem to work for me. I don't even know where mine are. They're probably in here somewhere. They've got to be in the bathroom. I don't even know. It shows you how often I wear them now, but they sit flat and your natural eyelid is curved. So when you put this on, it just like sticks out straight, and it's very frustrating to me that I can't get it to work. I'm just going to do a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes. I try to be intentionally very light on this. Otherwise, I feel like I have little tarantula legs coming out of my eyeball. And sadly, that's not for me. Okay. So now I know I've been promising that we were going to go in. Actually, let's do a little bit of highlight right on the inside corner. So what's awesome about this highlight or this cherry blossom is that there's a ton of metallic shades that you can use to just kind of highlight the inside corner of your eye. So I'm going to go in with the shade Sakura. And I'm just going to pop it right on the inside corner of my eye. And you could use a brush for this too. In fact, I think I'm going to. Hi, Susan. How are you? So I'm just adding a little bit of highlight from that Cherry Blossom collection. All right. So this is the moment everyone's been waiting for. So this is the lightest shade of pressed powder that we have in our foundation powder. So this is the shade Fair. I'm just going to take a small, super small flat brush. It's almost like a mini kabuki brush. I have no idea where I got this brush. I use it all the time. I think it was like a freebie that came with makeup a million years ago. But there is another brush that I have that I feel like you could definitely use. I prefer a brush and a damp sponge. This one, this Pixie by Petra. It's a full coverage foundation brush. You could also use that. You just want something that's small and kind of dense so that you're not like dusting the powder off of you. So I just kind of press it in the compact and then I stamp it on my eye. So this way I'm not getting a ton of product on my face. I'm just getting a little bit at a time. You can always go in and build up that coverage, but I start small. And I'm just gonna do one side of my face so that you can kind of see the difference that going in with this powder makes. And I go right up to the side of my face and on the edge of my nose. And you see how that just brightens and sweeps that side up and makes it look flawless. It's so good. And because you're not putting a ton of product on, you're not going to get a ton of under eye creasing and you're not going to notice your fine lines and wrinkles quite so much. When you're putting foundation on and concealer, a heavy concealer, and then you're setting it with powder, a lot of times if you're noticing your fine lines and wrinkles more, it's just because there's a ton of product there and you kind of want to avoid that. Hi, Veronica. So I just kind of go right above my jawline. And then we're going to do this side. So when I had said that we're cleaning up this area, if you went a little too high with your contour, you can definitely fix that now. Justin, get back to school. You're supposed to be doing your Apple project with Dylan. Okay, and then we're gonna blend this out with a big fluffy powder brush that's got nothing on it. And this way your highlight and your contour just kind of effortlessly melt together and it doesn't look like you're a porcelain doll robot. You look amazing. Thank you, Veronica. And I love being able to just blend everything out with a powder brush like this. It, like I said, if you have noticed that other things are harder to blend together, like sometimes I go in with my cream concealers, and I actually learned a little trick from my friend Erin the other day. I'm gonna do a deep and fair concealer routine for contour and highlight one day this week, or this weekend or something, because I learned a little trick with that. All right. Let's go in. I think I need just a pinch more right here. It was a late night with the debates last night. Let's just put it that way. All right, let's go in now with blush. I'm gonna go in with the shade Taffeta. Don't be afraid. This is a gorgeous blush. You don't have to put a ton on to get the pigment. You just need to touch it one time and you're good to go. I start back a little bit further, like the center of my eye back, and just go right on my cheekbone, just for an extra little flush look. And just kind of small, delicate strokes. How ridiculous was that? I can't even. I have no words for how ridiculous that was. Chase was watching along with us. And at one point he goes, "Is this how it's supposed to be?" Like they're not even listening to the ref, because he thought Chris Wallace was the... Sorry, I keep getting telemarketer calls. So it was just like you had to laugh to keep from crying type of a thing. All right, I'm gonna go back to this Cherry Blossom and I'm gonna grab a little bit of that Sakura, that shade that I put on the inside corner of my eyes. I'm gonna pop a little bit right on the tip of my nose and down the center of my nose as a highlighter and on my Cupid's bow. This is going to highlight my face. You could also take a little bit and blend it right there on the top of your cheek, so when the light catches you just right and your nose stops running. Okay, so we're gonna do our lips now, and we had talked about doing that line across the top of your lips to make them look fuller. We're gonna do that today. This is our liner in the shade Peach. It's my favorite because it's nice and neutral. So instead of dipping into my Cupid's bow, I'm gonna go right across the top of my lip and round it out. And I don't go all the way to the edge. Same thing on the bottom. It just makes your lips look a little bit more exaggerated and fuller, but not fake. All right, now we're gonna go in with lipstick in the shade Rose, which is a little bit of like a slightly deeper than neutral mauve-y pink. I love this shade. I don't love my nose running though. It's a pain in the neck. All right, and then we're gonna go in with the shade Hazel for gloss. Just sort of a really pretty brown, soft pink. I had done pink on my eyes, pink on my cheeks, so I didn't want to go so pink that obviously there was no coming back from it. All right, so even though we did powder, and technically powder sets everything, you do want to set your powder foundation. So we're going to go in with Let It Set Refreshing Spray. This is just going to seal our powder in place. It's going to make our makeup look really glowy and dewy, even though it is powder. And it feels so good. If at any point during the day you're just kind of feeling a little dusty and like your makeup has lost its luster, just go keep one of these in your purse, go into the bathroom, give yourself a little spritz, and I swear it works like a charm to just like instantly revive you. You can do this on your skin at any point. All right, so that's the deal with today. Super natural, easy peasy powder glam, especially if you have oily skin or your skin's in that weird fall transition. You will love this. I'm going to make my bed because it's not made yet, and I will take a picture in that window, and then I'll list all the products that I used today. Remember, if you are already a preferred customer, today is the last day to get free gifts with every $120 ordered. And if you are not yet a preferred customer, shoot me over a message because I have one more special thing for one person who wants to be a preferred customer and isn't yet. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you back here probably Friday, I think. Have a great day.